Your reasons for listening to the show, well, those are your own. But just keep in mind that the views, information, or opinions expressed on the Tuddle Daily Podcast are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent those of our sponsors. Yeah, it's called free speech, people. Nobody's forcing you to listen. Get ready for your daily dose of Tuddle.
The all-time greatest intern/producer we've ever had, of course, Tuddle in Florida.
From the Hobo Fish Camp, it's the Tuddle Daily Podcast.
No wonder nobody likes you, Tuddle. Everything's a goddamn debate.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Tuddle Daily Podcast, Friday edition. Let's get some people in here. Mix it up. Get some engagement going on. What up, Big Trees? Trice? The Trees or Trice? Obi Trice? Obi Trees? Big Trees. Had a nice conversation with him. He's going to be the one of the show's segment producers. We had a meeting. He's going to help me out getting highlights and help promoting the content that I'm putting out on the Tuddle Daily Podcast. Like I said, Google Voice is up 407-270-3044, or you can email me, tuddle@gmail.com. That's Tuddle with two D's, Tuddle @gmail.com. Also, as always, you can ask me anything in the chat room. You can ask me whatever you want. I'm an open book. I mean, I think I've kind of proven that to you guys, time in and time out, that I share everything, even if it's embarrassing. I'm about to, prove that to you right now. I haven't done this in a really, really long time. Guys, I would like to hear from you, because this is something that hasn't happened to me since I was a kid. I took a shower about an hour ago. And am I the only one? I got soap in my pee hole. I got soap in the head of my genitalia. Yes, I am still sober. I mean, that's the only reason I've been able to lose the weight that I have. What up, Brian? How are you, my friend? Let me know when you're going to make it down here. Love to meet up with you, hang out. Not at the Hobo Fish Camp anymore. But back to what I was saying. I was taking a shower, and I got soap in my pee hole. Does anybody else feel like that is pretty painful, especially every time you go to pee or something? No, I really didn't. I got over 200 pounds there for a little while, not by much, but I feel much better. I really do. Because, I mean, I fit it up. I put it up. I was talking about the soap in my pee hole, but I put a lot of the weight in my belly, and now that's gone. I still got a little bit, right? I mean, I actually got some abs now, too. But usually, it doesn't last this long when you get soap in your pee hole. I'll move a little, the wrong way, and I'll rub up against the head of it, and boom, soap gets disturbed, and it's just all over again. I've done the whole dominatrix thing where I've been the submissive. Well, why are people? Why? I know. I don't know what it is. Listen, guys. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't done anything wrong at all. Nothing. Big Trees, that's something that you're gonna have to do for me. I really need you to do that. This really pisses me off. Got the mic there. There. Is it better now, guys? Please tell me. I know it sounds weird. What the hell is going on here? All right. I'm gonna have to start checking it every single day now. Damn it, man. Such a bad way to start a Friday off with that. Bad audio. Oh, it's so bad. Really bad. Like, what is our checkmate every single day now? Damn it, man. All right. Let's see if that is how to wait start. Friday off. Like that. All right. I gotta figure this out. I really, really do. This one really pissed me off. Oh, it's so bad. Really bad. Like, what is our checkmate every single day now? Damn it, man. All right. If that is how to wait start. No, nothing. Here, I'm gonna turn my water off. Like that. All right. I know 0.0. I know it's bad. It's really, really bad. I know that, guys. Jesus Christ, this is really pissing me off. Son of a bitch. I know that, guys. Oh, it's better now. Jesus Christ. I think it is. This is really pissing me off. Yeah. All right. Thank you. I swear to God, Vulture, I have not done a single thing wrong. And the thing about it is, guys, it's connection going out because I'm recording on my board. Okay. And what's going to end up happening? You'll go back and listen to the audio podcast when I post it, and the audio is going to be fine. The audio is going to be great. And you guys missed all that gold. I sounded like I was talking through a toilet paper roll at the beginning of it, and you missed all the gold about getting soap in my pee hole. But back to what I was saying, you guys know that I did that interview with Dominatrix Vivian, and she did the whipping and stuff. And, you know, some guys have a fetish when it comes to like penis torture. They do. Like some of these sickos are getting metal rods shoved up certain areas where I got the soap at. And people are getting like metal rods put up there, electrified metal rods. And I need to bring that up to Vivian, because I think that would actually be something interesting. Penis torture. And get like, now, if you were going to do it, you would have to get like one of those syringes, you know, like you give medicine to your dog and you shoot it in the corner of their mouth and stuff. I mean, you would just have to like put that right there, right on the front of it, and just shoot it in there. Man, that would be a big stinger. I'm just saying. Just I need to give her that idea before somebody takes it. Big Trees, if you could write that down in some of the notes, that's something I need to bring up to Vivian, Goddess Vivian. Uh-oh. Here we go. I wonder who this is. Hello, Tuddle Daily Podcast.
What's happening, Pat? It's Brian, the transporter to the stars.
What up, Brian? How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm making it day by day, buddy, day by day. Just trying to stay alive. It's been a rough 6 months.
Yeah, I bet it has. You know, I mean, you should have heard the beginning of the show. The audio sounded like absolute dog shit, and now it's fine.
I heard respond to my comments there. And I said, well, he said $1 to call in or whatever, you get someone on the line. So I figured I'd just call and talk to you.
Yeah, man. Well, I do have an interview coming up, so I might have to get off here real soon. So
that's fine. I won't tie up a working man. There's very few of us left out there anymore.
Yeah, you still hauling stuff, or what's going on there?
No, I lost the business due to the divorce and my health.
Man.
I got diagnosed with hypertension. Basically a walking heart attack, ticking time bomb. Running around with 252 over 150 heart rate.
Well, you guys do a lot of sitting though when you're driving and hauling stuff around. You guys are, that's why you see a lot of truckers that have heart problems and stuff.
Yeah. And my thing is I can't pass physical. That's why I can't get, the state of Michigan revoked my CDL on me. I had to close the business down. Then find out that the wife told me that stimulus checks or anything, and come to find out we got all of them according to the IRS. So it's just been a big night. You think so, your best friend, your soulmate, and you wake up one day and realize after 12 years you don't know them at all. I've
been there. I've been there, and what can you do? Yeah, you really can't do anything about it. And the thing is that, right now, look, I hated my ex-wife when we first got separated, but then I was like, you know what? I had a little bit to do with it as well, too, so you look back on it right now, it may not feel like it, but I promise you it does get better.
Well, I hope it does. The bad is past. If she called me right now and said she wanted to get back together, I'd go right back. I love the woman with all my heart, and it is what it is, April 8th will be 6 months. If we,
you get any strange? You get any strange since?
What's that?
You got any strange since the separation, or no? Like any ass hookers? Your phone's crapping out, man.
Michigan's actually a no-fault state, so I can confirm that. I've gotten it twice in the past 2 months. That's first 2 times in over a year. Wow. Talk about wiping the dust off, man. But after April 8th, I'm hooking the camper up and I'm heading south. I'm going to probably step through for a little bit, and then I'm going as far south as I can get, burying my toes in the sand somewhere and just start over.
Well, there you go, Brian. Well, I got to get ready for my interview, man. It was good catching up with you, and I'll give you a call, okay?
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Thanks. All right. I got my interview coming up here real soon. This is another interview where I can't find a lot of info about the person, but her name is, got to get rid of that. Her name is Neva Patel. Now, by that last name, you could guess. He's got a dusty dick. We all kind of get dusty down there every so often. It's not that it's not because it's not clean. Not like we're not dusting down there. It just, go into a house, abandoned house. You don't walk down the hallway a lot. You're going to get cobwebs. It's going to get a little dusty down there. Sometimes you got to do a little bit of spring cleaning. That's why you got to clean the pipes manually sometimes. And that does the trick. So, Neva, I don't even know. Once again, I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation of her voice. Yeah, it'll, I'm pretty interested in this interview. Also, I want to talk about, there's a couple of things, and I don't really want to jump into anything right now, but I'll get on this one because I can break from this story. Pete Davidson, I already talked about him this week, or it might have been last week, but Pete Davidson, Kanye and him aren't, on good terms right now because he's banging Kim. But Pete Davidson was supposed to leave Earth on a rocket, Blue Origins, that Jeff Bezos has from Amazon. But Pete Davidson has bowed out of a short ride to space on a Bezos rocket. The Saturday Night Live star is no longer able to make the flight, which has been delayed for nearly a week. Bezos' space travel company said Thursday night no other details were provided. Now, do you think, Pete Davidson, do you think he got a refund? What up, Fish on Jay? But I don't think Pete Davidson is on a level where you're gonna get a you're not going to get a payback. You're not gonna get a refund because you backed out at the last minute. I bet they were gonna make him shower. They were going to make him shower before he got onto the rocket, and he was like, "Nope, I'm out. I'm out. Can't do it. Not showering." The Saturday Night Live star is no longer able to make the flight, which has been delayed for nearly a week. No other details were provided. Once again, it probably came down to hygiene, or was he afraid Kanye was going to take advantage of that 5 minutes plus that you're going to be in the outer atmosphere? They're not even going to space, I don't think. But yeah, so he is backing out once again. Now, I know a lot of these celebrities like Jeff Bezos and them will let them ride because it's good. Pete Davidson's going to get the younger generation interested into the space program. And then you got people like Buzz Aldrin and all the first men to step on the moon. That they're all like, "Oh, what the hell did we do? We risked our mother effing lives on a tin can." There, the Apollo mission, that whole thing. There is more technology in the palm of my hand in this cell phone than what there was on the thing that landed on the moon. That's also another reason why people think that it didn't exist. But I think it was Buzz Aldrin or one of those guys, even in his 80s or 90s, was punching people in the dicks that wanted to say, "Ooh, we really didn't land on the moon." Davison would have been the third celebrity to climb aboard a Blue Origin automated capsule for a 10-minute flight from West Texas. Actor William Shatner and former NFL great Good Morning America co-host Michael Strahan took a flight last year. Bezos was on the company's first flight with passengers last July. What up, Spice Boys Gold Mike Doorstop? Tom Delaney coming in, $1.99, says F Vulture. Yeah, and guys, if you want to donate anything like Tom Delaney did, and you just want to put up a little message there, $1.99. Just throw it up there. You can say whatever you want to. Like, if you want to say the show sucks and throw me $1.99, I'll take it. The company said it will announce Davidson's replacement to join the 5 paying passengers in the coming days. Davidson was going as Bezos' guest, so yeah. Probably should have read the story first. Davison, who is currently dating reality star Kim Kardashian, wrote and starred in the semi-autobiographical film The King of Staten Island, which was released in 2020. Do you think Pete Davidson, Pete, he probably doesn't keep up with any of this stuff. His manager, "Hey, Pete, one of the richest men in the world want to send you into space as a guest." Okay. You know that character that he does? Okay. All right. And then he saw a picture of the rocket. Speaking of phallic-shaped things, could Bezos have made that rocket look any more like a penis? Because it does have a bulbous head on top of that rocket. And I don't know. You're right there at the bulbous head of that rocket getting shot up into space. And you know that one day there's going to be an accident. There's going to be a celebrity that's going to go up there and it's going to blow up. The whole rocket is going to blow up. Would it be a big loss if we lost Pete Davidson? I mean, don't get me wrong. The guy is pretty talented. But also at the same time, though, he kind of made an ass of himself because he did a live show at the UCF Arena here in Central Florida. And he got all upset. He got upset because people were videotaping the comedy show. And he stopped and he started just calling everybody in the audience a bunch of losers. Fozzie says, "I hope it's Ellen DeGeneres." I don't understand where does all the Ellen DeGeneres hate come from? I mean, she's got a great gig. She wasn't having to write stand up anymore. She wasn't having to worry about coming out of the closet on her entitled show called Ellen. She just showed up, had a bunch of her friends come on to promote or push any of the garbage content that they're putting out. And she probably got paid more money than she's ever been paid in her life. And wait till that show goes into syndication, which I think it already is. And Ellen's getting big points on the back end. You know for a fact that that's happening. But I mean, come on though. Pete's been with hotter people than Kim. I know that like everybody is just infatuated with Kim Kardashian's ass, but come on, man. It's the best ass that money can buy. And then also at the same time, somebody should have tapped her on the shoulder and said, "Hey, you need to blow a timeout, Kim. When you get on some interview and you're telling women, if you want to make it, get off your ass and work." So I'm for real. Kim's gonna pull the card of you got to work hard to get what you need or what you want to accomplish anything. Come on, Kim. You and Ray J, that got it all kick-started off. Your dad got O.J. Simpson off of murder. Oh, Portia, not Portia de Rossi, Anne Hesh. Anne Hesh, she went off the deep end there for a little while too. I think she, after she broke up with Ellen, or Ellen dumped her, and Ellen, man, she pulls like tens. Because that Portia de Rossi chick that she's with right now, forget about it. But yeah, Anne Hesh, right after that breakup with Ellen, I think she did a bunch of Molly or ecstasy and got caught in the back of some random family's backyard sleeping with a dog in a doghouse. Is that how Ellen's laying it down? Is Ellen laying it down that hard? Given the lappy smurf? Is she that good at it that if she drops you, that you take a bunch of Molly? I don't know. I'm freaking out now. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. But yeah. Take the Bubba impersonator up to outer space. He has my vote. Fozzie, Big Treese, throwing shade at you. Well, it is 6:23 right now. I got about 7 minutes until my interview. I found this to be a very, very interesting story. The single most effective set of muscles you can work to extend your life is in your hands. Well, guess what? I gained a lot of years on my life in my teenage years, if you know what I'm talking about, having hand strength. Why it matters? This shocked us too, but many health and fitness experts argue that since falling is the leading cause of injury-related death once we cross 65 years old, we should start strengthening our hands. Okay, why not your legs, your feet? The threat is getting worse. Death by falling increased 30% from 2009 to 2018. Stronger hands grip tighter to prevent falls and brace stronger when you tumble. No, you just got to learn how to fall. No, you do. I know that a lot of people think I'm crazy when I say that, though. But some people just know how to fall. People know how to fall. And the worst thing, that's why you see when there's a drunk driving accident, the guy that's just S-faced, plastered, he's all limp when the accident happens. What ends up happening is that old people, they get all stiff and they try to brace themselves with their hips or their hands and stuff. And that's when you're breaking some of those brittle ass bones. You got to roll into the fall. Need to get like Hogan. Oh, here's my interview. See, I knew I was going to get into that. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, is this Neva? Are you there?
Yes.
All right. Are you gonna? Is your video working, or are you just gonna do audio here?
My video is not working.
Oh man. Anyways, how are you tonight?
Good.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Now, is it Neva? Neva?
It's Neva.
Neva. Now, Neva, are you calling from? You're calling from Atlanta right now, correct?
Yes.
How is it up in Atlanta right now? It's one of my favorite cities.
It's actually raining right now, but it was really sunny the other day, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Weird weather.
Now, Neva, Neva, how long have you been in Atlanta? Did you grow up in Atlanta?
Yes.
Oh, no kidding. Now, are you now see, I got a lot of friends. My friend Amy Sinha, she lives in Wales. She's also a musician, voiceover person. Her parents are from India and stuff. What are you, first generation, second generation? How long has your family been here?
Second generation.
It's second generation.
Yes.
Very cool. Any interest of going back and checking out the country where all your heritage and stuff comes from? I would always want to do that.
My heritage is India, but I've actually never been there.
No interest?
I mean, I would want to go there, but it just never came up.
Now, Neva, if people want to check out any of the content and stuff, tell my audience how they can check it out, and tell my audience a little bit about yourself.
So I'm actually a singer-songwriter. I have a lot of songs that I want to produce, but I haven't yet because I just wanted to make an audience or just a small audience before I actually produce songs. I have done some covers on my Instagram.
Oh, yeah, I was checking that out. Throw me a follow. I followed you already there. I try to follow the guests before I get on. Now I was saying, now, are you doing comedy songs as well too? Because I was reading on your biography there, that you might be doing some of that as well too.
I don't do comedy songs, but I think of I have a podcast and I think of it kind of like it's funny. It's not really serious stuff.
Now let me ask you. So, what are some of the topics? By the way, how old are you?
18.
You're 18. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to make sure before I got into any questions and stuff. So, but now, what are some of the things that you talk about everyday life when it comes to that?
On my podcast?
Yeah. What are some of the things? What is an 18-year-old in Atlanta talking about? What is the pulse of what the younger generation is talking about?
I actually really like murder mysteries and Greek mythology or just stories, honestly. So I just talk about murder mysteries and stuff like that on my podcast.
What's your favorite murder mystery movie? Did you watch Knives Out?
No, but I've heard of that.
Oh, so good. It was so good. Yeah, there's so many of those good murder mysteries. You a big Agatha Christie fan at all? No.
Not really.
Yeah. See, there's a little bit of an age difference there and stuff, so I wasn't for sure. Now, what else? So talking about your personal life and stuff as well too. Because I've always found some of the personal stuff is how you make a connection with your audience.
Yes.
So what are some of the things that you're facing, any of the hardship stuff that is going on in your life that our audience would like to hear about, or stuff that you talk about on your show?
Well, a while ago, I was actually, for some reason, I was feeling really down, but I would feel really happy, but then all of a sudden I'd feel really sad. I was going really great with my music. I was thinking oh, I made a great song. I have this backing track. It's great. I should publish it. But then a week later, I was feeling so down. No, this song sucks. Nobody's gonna listen to it. But then I got inspiration.
Welcome to the world of bipolar manic depression.
Yes.
I've been there and stuff, and you'll be on cloud 9, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, yeah, this sucks. I hate life.
Exactly.
You come from a big family, brothers, sisters?
No, I'm an only child, actually.
Oh, so am I. Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
I mean, you never
will.
Kind
of lonely.
Oh, well, I mean, it is. I mean, all right. So let me ask you, 18. strict parents? Like, I mean, you out dating, playing the scene right now? I'm not asking for myself. I was just saying, like, are your parents strict and stuff?
No, not really. Not very strict, actually.
Not strict at all. Well, because you look at some of the stereotypes and Caucasian families and Hispanic, and we all have stereotypes. I love stereotypes because that's differences is what brings us together and stuff. And you would think, coming from an Indian family and stuff, you always see on TV shows and stuff that really strict parents.
Yeah, exactly. Like you would think of them as like advanced math, like you have to get good grades, stuff like that. But my parents aren't really like that.
Oh man, we'll see. Somebody in the audience, estranged or not estranged, arranged marriages. Did your parents meet like good old fashioned way or?
Oh, okay. So my parents, like, they met each other. Like my dad was a friend of my mom's mom, so my grandma. Like they
Oh,
were friends or something, and so my grandma told my mom like about him, but it wasn't an arranged marriage. Like they liked each other and then they started dating. But it was kind
wow.
of like
The families kind of made it happen behind the scenes. They
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like parent trapped your parents.
yeah.
Oh man, interesting. Oh man. Well, Neva, once again, before I let you go and stuff, tell my audience once again how they can follow you on social media and stuff. What's your Instagram or how they can check out any of your content.
So my podcast is called Talking with Neva, and it's on like any streaming service like Spotify, Apple
Mhm.
Podcasts, etc. And
Mm.
my Instagram is Neva Insta, Nevainsta.
Well, Neva. I mean, any other big exciting things going on in Atlanta? I need to get back up there. I used to go to Dragon Con every single year for the big sci-fi convention that they have up in Atlanta.
A lot of moving. I feel like a lot of people are moving to Atlanta and out of Atlanta.
Yeah, a lot of movies being shot there too.
Yeah.
It's very, very cheap. Well, Neva, I really enjoyed the conversation and let's chat again in the future. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one, Neva. Have a great weekend.
Love talking to you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, you know what? Bless her heart. I mean, I only used to do audio interviews because I didn't have any internet connection and stuff. But yeah, that was good. I mean, very nice girl. Had to, make sure she was of age before, have Grady Judd or Chris Hansen like busting through my door. What are you doing? Have a seat, Mr. Tuddle. Why are you talking to this underage Indian girl? No, she's 18. She told me she was 18. Matter of fact, Vulture, Big Trees, write that down, notes, and I'll talk to you about it, Vulture. Can we make sure, give me a heads up? I've never run into this problem, but I want to make sure my guests are 18 before I get into it, before I start shock jocking or something and get myself in trouble. Ugh, that could have been bad. All right. Back to the story. I don't even know where I was. So, stronger hand grips, tighter to prevent falls. I since I've been working out and stuff, I've wanted to get into rock climbing, but I just feel like I would be like, rock climbing is something that white Caucasians do. It's like, we're too good to exercise, so we're going to rock climb. They got all these rock climbing things, but you look at rock climbers, I mean, they're all jacked. I mean, they're not like jacked, like muscle on top of muscle, but they're ripped. Oh, they're definitely ripped. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. I mean, I had really good physique when I was an iron worker. Grip strength is especially important for those older adults who use canes, walkers, or handrails, or need assistance getting out of chairs. Man, we're getting old. It's not just bracing yourself. Scientists have linked stronger hands to healthier hearts. Well, yeah, guys are definitely going to have stronger hands I don't know. Women could be doing that as well, too. The most effective way to improve your grip strength is simple dead hang. which works like it sounds, hanging still from a bar with your feet off the ground. Start by holding as long as you can, then work your way up from there. So we're worried about old people falling, but we want them to hang from a bar. Yeah. Or try the farmer's carry. Take a walk around your house or gym with 2 heavy objects in your hand. You can also work on your grip while sitting down with some easy exercises. Well, yeah, just get you a little like barbell and work on your forearms and stuff. I mean, from my baseball days, I got a little bit of a knot there on my forearm. Not as the camera really doesn't do any justice. All right, so I got to cover my ass with what I'm about to talk about. I don't want anybody in any way saying that I do not support the LBG.
Thomas is breaking barriers.
I do. I think that these transgender men, women, any of the acronym letters that are in LBGQT, leave them alone. Let them do whatever they want to do. It does not affect us in any way. Like, I don't care. I don't care what gay people do. I don't care. I do. I do care what they do. I want them to have the same rights as we do. But this chick for the Penn swimming team, she won a national championship yesterday, is going for another national championship. I think she won it on the 500 freestyle. But where I have a problem with this is that, yes, the LBGQT community is still fighting their way for equal rights. But haven't we forgot about all the struggles that women had to go through? You know, it's less than 100 years. Hell, might even be 60. I don't even know. That women were able to vote. Women having equal rights. And we're going to forget about that? What up, Nelly Mandingo? So are we willing to go so far to one side and just say, screw all the BS that women had to go through to be able to get equal rights? How many women that have been busting their ass maybe didn't get a scholarship on the team because this woman, which she is a woman, I see her as that. That's what I label her as. But it's still not fair. It's not fair at all. Now, I'm all for making some rules. Like, you got to be on the estrogen, the female hormones for a certain amount of time. And I'm sorry, I don't want this to turn into the Ladybugs movie with Rodney Dangerfield as a coach and he got his stepson. Yeah, we do. 407-270-3044. But I really do think that you have to get the penis and the testicles cut off for you to be able to compete as a woman. Dr. Dan Diaco, because like you could, like, if you still got your penis and your testicles, you could jump from men's side, woman's side, do whatever you wanted to. Getting that cut off shows commitment, in my opinion. And I'm not saying that this woman, this transgender woman, is not like sacrificed anything. Dr. Dan always said it's easier to make a hole than it is to make a pole. And also, come on, penis, natural rudder, keeps you straight right down the middle of it. You're not going to get any of that drafting going on because that rudder, a la or AKA your penis, is going to keep you straight down the line. And I really think that, yes, make some rules, but stuff has to be changed. You got to be on the estrogen, the hormone treatment for a certain amount of time, and your genitalia has to be gone.
And records.
Leah Thomas to the wall first, and that is a new.
Okay. Look at the shoulders. Look at the shoulders. I'm not making fun of this transgender woman, but she's been on all types of hormones, which she has been. I don't know for how long, but I don't think female hormones is going to shave those shoulders down at all. That man, and look, there's a lot of women that are more physically gifted than some men. But also at the same time, though, in general, men are stronger. Men have better stamina. And it's just not fair. Because look at those shoulders. Yeah, that's an advantage.
League meet record.
But in a new article, Sports Illustrated called the Penn swimmer the most controversial athlete in America. Thomas told the magazine, "I just want to show trans kids and younger trans athletes that they're not alone."
All right. What about the women? Isn't this kind of like a Tijuana BF? Tijuana butt fuck? Because you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Because if you're identifying as a woman, you're telling me that you really don't give a damn about women's rights and everything that they've had to sacrifice to get equal rights. And I'm not, once again, I support the LGBTQT community. I do. But, I mean, what about the women? You identify as a woman, but it's just not fair to women.
They don't have to choose between who they are and the sport they love. Her presence on the University of Pennsylvania swim team has sparked a bitter debate over transgender athletes in women's sports. Even her teammates are split, with some coming out publicly in support of her, while others say,
Yeah. And the thing, and the teammates are in a hard position as well too. What if there's a woman on the team, and this is usually her event, but she can't compete this year because this transgender woman took her spot, and none of those teammates of hers can come out because guess what? You're going to get labeled as the bad guy. So somebody's getting screwed here. And that's why they got to take a step back after this season and make some rules, some standards that have to be done. Because like I said, it's not fair. And the teammates, if you come out, you're labeled as the bad guy. You can't not have an opinion on this because you're going to get labeled as a bigot. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to say the same thing about me. And I support their right to identify to any sex that they want to. If they feel like, if she feels like she's a woman, then what difference does it make for us to tell her that she's not? But competing against women, that's where it's not fair.
she has an unfair advantage.
Last half of the pool, nobody will touch Leah Thomas.
The controversy has drawn in some of the biggest names in the sport.
I believe that we all should feel comfortable with who we are in our own.
Michael Phelps, he just smoked a big bong hit. You could tell he took a bong rip. Dude had to smoke weed to eat all the calories. Did you ever see, like, when he was in training and doing all these races? Not races. I think he was eating like 20,000 calories a day. You'd have to do bong rips to eat that much calories.
Own skin. But I think sport should all be played at an even playing field.
Well, was that Michael's way of agreeing to disagree?
At an even playing field.
Thomas is eligible to compete under NCAA rules, which require transgender athletes to complete at least 1 year of testosterone.
I mean, Nelly Mandingo does bring up a great point. I'm going to identify as a Pop Warner football player, get MVP, and stamp all those kids. I mean, you would be a modern day Mike Allstott. Dude, you would carry the whole team across the goal line. It wouldn't even be fair. Would not be fair at all. I mean, I know it's a little bit of a stretch, but I mean, Nelly Mandingo kind of has a point.
Suppression treatments. The article describes her years-long journey, a struggle that began in high school, saying she felt disconnected from her body. That feeling continued on in college and led to depression as she swam for the men's team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there were a lot of women that probably felt depressed because they just got housed by somebody that's just genetically and physically superior. That's a woman. Like I said, I know that I'm sounding like a broken record, but I got to cover my ass on this. I support her right to identify as a woman, and I support any woman's right to identify as a man, but not competing against women that have sacrificed a lot. I'd be depressed as hell too if I was a chick and I missed out on a chance to win a national championship because of this woman.
But Thomas eventually came out, and in May of 2019, she began hormone replacement therapy.
I had a lot of uncertainty about my future in swimming and whether or not I'd be able to keep swimming.
I can't tell. Yeah, I can tell there. Adam's apple still too, right? I don't know. I don't think that gives you any advantage at all.
Oh.
Thomas says she immediately felt better even though her race times slowed. Penn welcomed her on the women's team.
Wait a minute. Okay, so, but I mean, you could take some of the slowest men out there and they would absolutely destroy people like Katie Ledecky, who is like the greatest female swimmer of all time. Hell, Brooke Bennett. I've seen Brooke Bennett over in Tampa. She won a bunch of gold medals in Atlanta. I don't think she's cool with this as well either. I did reach out to Brooke Bennett, ask her if she wanted to come on the show and talk about it, but I don't know. I don't know if my name's mud with her too. A lot of people in Tampa hate me.
Being in a swimsuit 20 hours a week has sort of helped me with accepting my body.
Got to work on that talking. You know, women are good at talking, just saying.
It has also made her a target for nasty backlash and even threats. Those who question the fairness of her competing are afraid of backlash as well. One parent anonymously telling the magazine, Leah is a human to be treated with respect and dignity, but it's not transphobic to say I disagree with where she is swimming. Thomas's response to that argument, the very simple answer is that I'm not a man. She tells the magazine, I'm a woman, so I belong on the women's team. As for her swimming future, Thomas has her eye on the Olympics.
I don't know if that's good. Well, I mean, the Russians, they juice up. So this might kind of just level the playing field for us. I mean, we could easily do that. I mean, I'm sure the next Olympics are going to be really like, it's going to be Cold War crazy. Everybody's going to be like, yep, let's put the transgender woman in there. Because those commie bastards are all like juicing up before they come over here. Hell, even the figure skaters are juicing it up. I've been seeing this a lot lately. You know, think twice about stepping up to any fast food employee, ones that are minimum wage, having to put up with rude ass people on a regular basis. Now, there are some fast outside
of a Burger King.
And police are telling us an employee opened fire on a...
I know that this isn't a fast food place. Waffle House. You don't mess around. You don't step up and throw hands with a Waffle House employee. You know, you want to talk about equal rights and stuff? There are a lot of waitresses at the Waffle House I would not even like step up to. It's not happening. But what ended up happening is, this is another one, Burger King. You know how many like fry cooks I've seen come from behind the counter because some baby mama brother, the brother of the baby mama is showing up and they're wanting to fight you? Fry cook don't give a damn. Fry cook is throwing the grease down. Hell, he might even bring the grease pan out and throw it in your face before he starts beating you with it. But this old lady at the Burger King empties a clip at a customer in the parking lot. Some of it was inside the store.
Another shooting, this one happening outside of a Burger King.
And police are telling us an employee opened fire on a customer in the parking lot. Local 10's Joseph Ojo live in Northwest Miami-Dade with what led up to the gunfire. Joseph
Ojo. Hell yeah. Joseph Ojo is a smooth-looking reporter.
And talk about a wild chain of events. An argument between a customer and employee happening in this burger.
Oh, I'm sorry. Magazine. Look, I know how to use a gun. I know how to treat one safely. Because I called it a magazine. I get it. I was wrong. Jesus Christ. That's why I love you, Nelly Mandingo.
King then spilling out into this parking lot and leading to a shooting. And a witness tells us that that employee fired about 5 shots.
I know you are.
Miami-Dade police surrounding a Burger King in...
Well, I mean, she emptied all 5 shots from the clip. She clipped this dude's ass.
Northwest Miami-Dade Thursday afternoon. Sky 10 from above, showing crime scene tape wrapped around the whole fast food chain. And on the ground, our camera spotting evidence markers that litter the parking lot.
You could probably still get your food faster with the crime scene tape around it during regular lunch hour at a Burger King, by the way.
Getting a hamburger. This man tells Local 10 he saw it all.
Look, what happened to Burger King? I remember back in the day, I've talked about this. You could get a full-size Whopper. We used to get Whoppers for 99 cents from the Burger King before we go to the movies. You could get 2 full-size Whoppers. This is back when the beef still tasted and smelled like flame broiled. When you actually would get 2 regular-sized tomatoes, onions that were not slimy and crispy, lettuce that wasn't limp. Now it's just, and then their fries. God, man, Burger King. Look, I know that I'm never going to get that Burger King sponsor, but Jesus, man, worst fries ever. I might even say Checkers fries are better than Burger King. Now, you know what? I might walk out to go to the store later on because there is a Burger King down here. Because I was throwing shade at Burger King fries. I might have a clip emptied in me. Who knows?
Play out.
It was a lady shooting at a man.
An employee of Burger King and a customer were having an argument of some sorts inside when it moved outside into the parking lot and escalated.
He was making faces out.
Did he say escalated? Escalate? Or was he like, saw an Escalade driving by? Yo, this thing escalated. The only thing that would have made this story better is if the customer that they were shooting at was wearing one of those Burger King crowns. Oh, it would be great. Man.
At her through the car window out here in the road. And that's when he pulled in here and that just set her off.
Police say when outside, the female employee pulled out a gun and started shooting at the customer. The witness tells us she shot at the customer about 5 times.
I don't know where she even got the gun.
Police say
she had pulled that bitch out of her bra. Probably a little 22 if it was only 5 shots or 38. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Burger King. Ugh. But then they come out like Arby's is the worst at this of doing food you have no business. Like Arby's, don't try to do a fish sandwich. Burger King, they try to put chicken cordon bleu in between 2 sesame seed buns, saying that, oh, we're Italian for the day, or chicken parm burger. Ugh. Man, do they still serve the Cine Minis? Now, those are good, the Cine Minis. Oh, yeah.
They do not know if the victim was shot because they didn't locate the victim and make contact. As for the employee who fired the shots, we are told they have been detained. In a statement,
it's going to be made the manager now.
A spokesperson for Burger King says, "We are horrified to learn of the events that unfolded at this location. This unacceptable."
I wonder if McDonald's and Burger King are going to start having beef with each other.
Acceptable behavior does not align with our brand values of safety and security. Our franchise is cooperating with local authorities. As this remains an ongoing investigation, we aren't able to share additional details at this time.
And that customer's condition is unknown at this time because police was not able to locate them.
Felon, probably. Felons, no. Probably got warrants. That customer is probably at a vet's office getting the bullets pulled out. Hope they weren't hollow points. And getting stitched up while on ketamine. Some cat tranquilizers or something. Ugh.
As for that employee, no word yet if any charges they will be facing. We're in Northwest Miami-Dade. I'm Joseph Ojo, Local 10 News.
Okay, Joseph, thanks a lot.
Joseph Ojo. Joseph Ojo reporting live. I'm trying. All right, what do you guys want to hear real quick, okay? We got Brittany Griner, the WNBA player, being held in Russia. Missing heads. I know this is a story. It's not the name of a band or anything, but there's a story about some missing heads. And over in Tampa, this woman got in trouble for renting a home to a family that she didn't even own. I mean, that's some swagger right there, right? Because eventually you're going to get caught. I'm going to go with the rental scam. I feel bad for this family. And people are just scumbags, man. Scumbags. I don't know. Somebody's trying to call in here. Rental scam. Let's go with that. Starting to
Carrie Whitfield thought she finally found the perfect house for her family.
Look at that. That's a nice looking family there. This guy, man. Whew. That's a big ass kid too.
There was a pool out back, and I was like,
I love her shirt. Is that the pet name that the father calls her? Yo, applesauce, get your ass in this house. Get some of that loving applesauce.
Oh, yeah, I'll take this one.
She connected with Ewelina Drozd after seeing an ad on Facebook. They first looked at this searching Carrie Whit.
That right there
that
right there is definitely a woman that looks like she would try to rent you a house that she doesn't even own. I tell you. Plus, look at this woman right here. She's not keeping up with the house and having that much of a manicured lawn and all the shrubbery.
They first looked at this property on Magnolia Drive in Clearwater.
I, text her, said I'm here. She let me in. We toured the house.
After the walkthrough, Drozd mentioned she had another rental for the same price but bigger on Belcher Road.
Oh, Belcher, yeah.
Whitfield knew right away it was the one.
I'm a notary, so I look at documents all the time for people. Looked it over.
She's just telling herself you can't notarize your own paperwork.
Looked perfect to me. We filled out the little spots that we needed to fill out, and I signed the lease.
She gave Drozd $1,800 in cash for the first month's rent and
Never
security deposit.
Do not pay with cash.
And left with keys in hand. Whitfield came back a few hours later with her husband and daughter to welcome them home.
Oh, made a mistake there. I thought that was a son.
Big giant truck in the driveway and a guy standing there. And I'm like, hey, can I help you? And he was like, I'm the contractor. I'm like, the contractor?
She says there wasn't a single red flag, but Whitfield had been scammed. She wants other people to be vigilant so they don't become a victim too. Clearwater Police recommends staying away from social media for the house hunt and looking.
Don't pay for cash. Don't pay cash.
Up potential properties on your own.
No paper trail.
To verify they're actually for rent.
Just go with a reputable realtor or a real estate agency, somebody you know, somebody that you can research and know that they're legitimate.
Now, Draws is charged with burglary of an unoccupied dwelling. Whitfield actually snapped a picture of her ID along with all the other documents the day she signed the lease, which helped detectives bust the 44-year-old. Anyone who may be a victim of this rental scam is urged to contact police. Kelly.
Oh, I hope she gets her money back.
Kelly Ring. She's a coog. And I'm going to play this one last story. It's real short about the missing heads. Sounds like a great alternative band, like I said. Where is it? Missing Heads. Here we go.
Research has been stolen. Denver police are trying. A box of human heads intended for medical research has been stolen. Denver police are trying to find out.
Wait a minute. What use for missing heads? What kind of research are you doing with missing heads? Or is it a bunch of sicko pervert scientists that are, doing sick things to human heads?
Who took them and why? It happened in Denver's Central Park neighborhood. The medical van transporting the heads was parked near 23rd and Syracuse Street around 11 Thursday morning. Police say someone broke into the truck, stole a dolly and a blue and white.
All right. So what if you got this tip, your cousin, round mouse, was like, yo, I got this major score for you. There's going to be a lot of money there. You grab the first bag you see, you get it home. You think you're going to count all your money, and it's a bunch of missing, decapitated heads. Ugh. And how do you move some human heads? There's no resale value on heads. Bad luck for some criminals there.
Box labeled exempt human specimen. Police say that
if I saw that, I would think, oh, semen, specimen, fecal matter, urine, drug testing, but not human heads.
Someone finds that box tossed out somewhere, you should call them. Heads intended.
What if your kid's walking home from school? You remember in Boys in the Hood where they were like, y'all want to see a dead body? And they go look at that dead dude. Oh, and that vacant lot. Yo, man, you want to go see a box of human heads? Yeah, sure, man. Let's go. Poke it in the eye with a stick. All right, getting out of here, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's show. Don't forget, Tuddle Daily Podcast audio version will be up in about 30 minutes. I really appreciate every one of you guys joining me on a Friday night. Can't thank you enough. Hope you guys stay safe, and I will talk to you on Monday.